Maria Antonia Josefa Johanna, more commonly known as Marie Antoinette, was born in Vienna, Austria in 1755. She was a member of the illustrious Hapsburg dynasty, a family that had a significant influence on European history for centuries. She was the youngest daughter of Empress Maria Theresa, a formidable ruler, and Emperor Francis I, a man of great stature. Growing up in the opulent Hofburg Palace, Marie Antoinette was surrounded by luxury and privilege from a very young age. Her childhood was privileged, with a strong focus on education and preparing her for a future role in European politics. She was taught various subjects, including languages, music, and dance, which were essential for a princess of her standing. Her education was not just about academics, it was also about grooming her to be a diplomatic asset for her family. Little did she know her destiny lay beyond Austria's borders. Her life was about to change dramatically, taking her far from the familiar surroundings of her childhood. At the tender age of 14, Marie Antoinette was betrothed to Louis-Auguste, the Dauphin of France. This engagement was not just a personal union, but a significant political maneuver designed to solidify the alliance between two powerful nations. This political union aimed to strengthen the alliance between France and Austria, two of the most influential powers in Europe at the time. The marriage was seen as a strategic move to ensure peace and cooperation between the two countries. Leaving her family behind, she embarked on a journey to a new home, a new language, and a new life. The transition was not easy, as she had to adapt to the customs and expectations of the French court, which were vastly different from those of her native Austria. Yet she faced these challenges with grace and determination, stepping into her role as the future Queen of France. Marie Antoinette's early years at Versailles were challenging. She was thrust into a world of opulence and grandeur, yet it was also a place filled with hidden dangers and unspoken rules. The French court was a world away from the Viennese court she knew. The customs, the language, and the expectations were all different, making her feel like an outsider in her new home. The strict etiquette, intricate social hierarchies, and constant scrutiny from courtiers proved difficult to navigate. Every move she made was watched, every word she spoke was analyzed, and every decision was judged. Marie Antoinette as Marie Antoinette. In 1774, upon the death of Louis XV, I became Queen of France at just 19 years old. It was a role that came with immense pressure and responsibility. Louis XVI as Louis XVI. My husband, Louis XVI, was a shy and indecisive ruler, often overwhelmed by the demands of the throne, leaving me to navigate the complexities of court life and politics largely on my own. I had to learn quickly, adapt to the ever-changing dynamics, and find my own way to assert influence and power within the court. As Queen, Marie Antoinette became known for her lavish lifestyle. She indulged in extravagant fashion, elaborate hairstyles, and lavish parties. Her spending, coupled with France's already struggling economy, fueled public discontent and earned her the nickname Madame Deficit, court lady as court lady. While Marie Antoinette enjoyed the pleasures of court life, the French people faced poverty and hardship. Peasant woman as peasant woman. The stark contrast between the Queen's opulence and the people's suffering created a dangerous divide and sowed the seeds of revolution. Section 4. The Storm Brews. As the 1780s progressed, France's economic situation worsened. Bad harvests, rising bread prices, and growing discontent among the peasantry created a tinderbox of unrest.
The extravagance of the monarchy, especially Marie Antoinette's spending, became a lightning rod for our anger.
The French Revolution erupted in 1789 with the storming of the Bastille. The monarchy, already weakened by its own excesses and the growing power of revolutionary ideals, found itself increasingly under threat.
Section 5. Revolution and Downfall. The French Revolution marked a turning point in Marie Antoinette's life. From the luxury of Versailles, she became a prisoner of the revolution.
Our attempt to flee France in 1791 further eroded public support and sealed our fate.
In 1792, the monarchy was abolished and Louis XVI was executed.
Marie Antoinette was separated from our children and imprisoned. She faced a show trial, accused of treason and other crimes, and was ultimately condemned to death.
Section 6. A Legacy in Ruins. On October 16, 1793, Marie Antoinette was guillotined in Paris at the age of 37. Her execution was a public spectacle, witnessed by thousands who had gathered to see the former queen meet her tragic end. The event was not just the end of a life, but the culmination of years of political turmoil and social upheaval. Her death marked the end of an era and served as a stark reminder of the revolution's unforgiving nature. The fall of the monarchy and the rise of the republic were cemented in this single brutal act. It was a moment that encapsulated the intense emotions and radical changes sweeping through France.
My legacy remains complex and controversial. I am remembered in many different ways, and opinions about me are deeply divided. Some remember me as a tragic figure, a victim of circumstance caught in the throes of revolution, a queen who was perhaps misunderstood and maligned by history, while others view me as a symbol of extravagance and indifference to the plight of the French people. They see me as a representation of the excesses of the monarchy, disconnected from the suffering of the common folk.
Indeed, Marie Antoinette's life and death continue to evoke strong emotions and debates, as historians and the public alike grapple with her true legacy. Was she a scapegoat for the failures of a crumbling regime, or a genuine contributor to its downfall, reflecting the turbulent times in which she lived? The French Revolution was a period of immense change, and Marie Antoinette's story is inextricably linked to this transformative era. Her life and death remain a poignant chapter in the annals of history, symbolizing both the end of an old world and the birth of a new one.